what is a norm reference assessment test? So, the primary purpose of a norm reference test is to compare the test taker performance or from norm reference tests, having a variety of potential use, including placing a students in a reading group or similarly able peers, or determining readiness for gifted education program. To support those use, norm reference tests usually produce metric that facilitate comprehension with a reference group such as percentiles.
I may add, there is a relation of percentile to norm reference assessment test. In a norm reference assessment test, percentiles are used to compare a student's performance to that of a larger reference group. This test ranks students rather than measuring mastery of subject. For example, if a student scores in the 80th percentile on a standardized test, it means they performed better than 80% of the test takers, but not necessarily that they mastered 80% of the content. Non-reference tests are commonly used in college entrance exams like SAT, ACT, IQ tests to determine where a student standard in relation to their peers.
To add to what she just said, there are several well-known examples illustrating the application of this assessment type across various educational and professional contexts. The first one is the CAT, or the Scholastic Assessment Test. It is a widely used norm reference assessment for college admission in the United States. The CAT measures a student readiness for college level work by assessing their critical reading, mathematics, and writing skills. Scores are compared to a national sample of test takers, allowing colleges to evaluate applicants' related abilities and predict their potential for academic success. These allow colleges to compare applicants from diverse backgrounds and educational experience on a common skill. The second example is the IQ test. IQ tests are another example of a norm reference test assessment designed to measure an individual's cognitive abilities. These tests assess a range of cognitive skills, including problem solving, reasoning, and verbal comprehension. Scores are compared to a norm group of individuals of the same age, resulting in an IQ score that reflects an individual's relative position within the population. This information can be used to identify the individual with exceptional intellectual abilities or those who may require additional support. And for the third and the last example that I have is the GRE, or the Graduate Record Examination. What is it? It is a standard test frequently required for admission to graduate programs. The GRE assesses ability reasoning, quantitative reasoning, and analytical creating skills. Scores are compared to a national sample of test takers, allowing graduate programs to evaluate applicants' relative abilities and predict their potential for success in graduate level coursework. This provides a consistent measure for comparing applicants from different undergraduate institution and academic backgrounds. While these norm reference assessments offer valuable insights, it is crucial to remember that they provide only a particular picture of an individual's capabilities and potential. They should be considered in conjunction with other assessment methods and individual characteristics for a comprehensive evaluation. That is all for my example.
Why must we conduct a norm reference assessment test?
Of course, I have an answer for that, Ma'am Gretchen. Non-reference assessment tests, or NRTS, are essential tools that help educators compare student performance to a larger peer group. These tests provide valuable insights into students' strengths and weaknesses, assess and placement decisions, evaluate curriculum, effectiveness, and ensure accountability and education.
I will NRTs help identify those who need extra support or interventions. They also use standardized scoring, allowing for comparisons across different groups. However, while useful, this assessment should be combined with other evaluation methods to create well-rounded learning environments. For example, a standardized reading test can show how well students in a school compare to their peers nationwide, guiding teachers' instructional planning and resource allocation.
9.
How can this type of assessment improve the lives of the students?
I can answer that. It is important to utilize educators assess tools that identify their students' skills, strengths, and weaknesses. Norm reference assessment, digital tools allow educators to assess a student regularly while decreasing the chance for biases and influences results. Reference assessment significantly improves student lives by helping educators understand the strengths and areas, while where need more support. This assessment compares a student's performance to a larger group, allowing teachers to see how each student is progressing compared to their peers.
To add on her idea, by identifying students who need extra help early on, teachers can provide targeted instruction to improve learning outcomes. These assessments also help track progress over time, ensuring that students receive the right support as they develop their skills. Since norm-reference assessments use standardized scoring, they reduce bias and provide a fair evaluation of students' abilities. This allows schools to make informed decisions about curriculum adjustments, interventions, and learning strategies that benefit all students.
Are there evidences that norm reference assessment tests improve the lives of the students?
Yes, there are. The first evidence is curriculum narrowing. Research indicates that NRT can lead educators to teach to the test, focusing primarily on the test-related content. This approach may limit student exposure to broader curriculum, potentially hindering the development of a well-rounded education.
So if I may add to that evidence, second evidence for that is student expectations. So studies suggest that norm reference grading policies can negatively impact students' expectation, potentially affecting motivation and engagement. So this impact can vary based on students' background and prior experiences with grading systems. So another evidence is identifying high and low performers. So NRTs are particularly useful for distinguishing students who perform exceptionally well or may need additional support. So this identification allows educators to tailor instruction, so provide necessary interventions and allocate resources effectively, so thereby enhancing individual student outcomes. So that is all. So good job, everyone. So that was a very insightful ideas. So we will end our brainstorm for today. We are grateful